Good morning, good morning. It is not as cold as it's been. It's 57 degrees outside. Actually kind of warm with this extra flannel on. I am headed to pick up a couple totes. Then we are just going to go and run the mill. And I've got one log on the mill, and I just want to mill and just show milling a pine log. You know, just going to mill a pine log. That's it. That's the plan. These look like good clean totes. Shoots totes. Load them up. The one-man tote loading system. Good looking totes. Clean. Good looking totes. Start to jam. Welcome back to the sawmill, friends. So here's the plan. I'd like to just mill this. I'm just going to show different angles. I'm just going to mill this. I've got take some measurements, but I'm going to mill this thing. Kind of got it set up. I don't want to do anything but just mill. But that's all I need. So get some measurements for you. "17 inches, it's kind of oblong, by 16. So we'll call it 16.5-inch diameter. Let's measure this side here. It's kind of big. So I'm getting about 24-inch. Not really going to count this guy here. This is definitely a butt log. So I'm getting about 19. So I know I've already picked this end up about 2 inches. I will say I had my brother-in-law help me yesterday, Friday. My brother-in-law helped me Friday, and he was just an off bearer, so he was taking pieces off as I was milling and emptying the sawdust, and we were kind of working together, and I got to tell you, it was 3 times faster having one individual help me as an off bearer. It was kind of nice, and that was his first time, so I was teaching him the lingo, kind of what things were, and we mowed through it. You know, I got to tell you, I felt like it was 3 times faster than working by myself. But I'm gonna add some water. I said that 3 times. What I did is I actually fastened this lid down because I don't want dust in my pail. Because the orifice that actually puts the water on the blade is so small, if I get anything inside this tank, it's just not gonna work really well. It'll get plugged up. It's something that happens. So if anybody's ever watched my most popular video, it's how to safely pour a 5-gallon pail of syrup. But let's see if I can do it. with this guy. There we go. I'll put the lid back on this so I don't capture any sawdust. So this guy just screws on the top. We can fill from here. We can pour out from here just to get our water. So here we go. I'm gonna turn this guy on, let him warm up. Check my torque. Handy dandy torque wrench. 25. Phil's sawdust bin is probably half. It's another nice thing about having the second guy with these manual mills is it's a lot easier on a fella to work with somebody to flip these things over. It's less energy you have to exert, so you can mill longer. And Maple Mike, he's a bull. So, whoo-hoo-hoo. Almost lost that guy, huh? I forgot I had it up in the air. Shoot, I don't even have it moved over. I'll tell you what, forget rolling it 90, 180. I'm just gonna roll it 90. Call it good. Because it's just taking too much energy to roll at 180. So I will. That's interesting. It's already up off the bunk. And I actually think I don't even need a toe board on this one. It's where that little laser be handy. Just a touch. There we go. That feels right. That looks right. Better dog this in. Turn the GoPro off for you. It's amazing. You pull a little bit of material off this guy. How much weight that I could almost flip this thing without a cant hook. I think I could get a nice piece of flitch off here. But if I cut it all the way across and then bring it back, I have a feeling that slab's gonna want to go wandering, not attached to it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I can see there's a lot of meat on that guy. It was so small on this end, it was tapered. So I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna lift it up a full inch. Yeah, make sure I don't push right here. I need to get something under there. I need a wedge. Not too much, kid. Essentially what I'll end up with is some 8-foot boards that I wouldn't have had. It was just because the taper was so bad from the large end to the small end. This is going to be kind of a smallish